Hey everyone, today we are going to be checking out a air mattress, but it's not just any old air mattress, it's actually a frame and a sleeping mat. So it does come in 2 boxes, shipping super fast and efficient via Amazon. So we have a queen size air mattress, so we have a sleeping pad that's a queen size, and then the frame for that sleeping pad. Let's go ahead and get everything unpackaged. Inside those boxes, we had some amazing packaging. So this stuff was wrapped in plastic, but it comes in very nice carry bags with your little cinch toggle and rope. Of course, we have our information here about each product. This is the Oak P10. So I have 2 of them, and these are going to be the frame for our air mattress. And then this here in this bag is going to be the actual air mattress itself. So it's showing that this is the duo for 2 people. But a very nice carry bag. We're gonna go ahead and set up our new bedding system inside our new KingCamp Con Light. To check out more information on this tent, there's a link in the description for all of the details and specifics, and also a link for the video of us setting this one up. But we are excited to get a bed in here for the evening, so let's get in there and do just that. Inside the packaging, you will find your frame wrapped up like so. It does have some nice elastic on there, and then you have your supports there as well. Also inside that packaging, it is going to give you some directions right sewn in there. So our directions here do show that you're going to go ahead and take it all out, unwrap it, kind of like we have here. And then we do need to inflate it. And I did bring an air pump out here, and it looks like max is 14 kPa, min 14 kPa, which is going to be about 2 psi. In front of you, I have both of these supports inflated. So there's a multitude of different ways that you can use these. So you can go ahead and put them side by side, and then you have a strap right here to go ahead and connect and buckle together, and utilize it as a queen size bed, okay, or a double. So you have this one and this one. Each of them is going to support, I think it's up to 264 pounds, right around there. So that's quite a bit of weight for each one of these. Now you can go ahead and stack these on top of each other as well, so that you could create like kind of like a high chair or a bench, and you can position these kind of like a sofa as well. So you could have one of these as like a back. We're going to go ahead and utilize this as a double bed for 2 people. So we have them connected side by side, and now we're going to go ahead and put our sleeping pad over the top and inflate that. Look at our mattress. It looks like they have some nice elastic straps holding everything together. We even have a patch just in case we have an uh-oh. So let's go ahead and get this unrolled and inflated as well. The duo sleeping mat looks a little like this all rolled out on top of our frames. But the neat thing about it is that it comes with this bag that you can go ahead and use to inflate your sleeping mat if you don't have any other type of inflator. So you just kind of gather some air in here, cinch it up nice and tight by rolling this over. I went ahead and gathered some air in here just by kind of throwing it in the air, and then you twist this over and it has a clasp at the top. Just go ahead and connect that. Here I went ahead and detached the valve. There is a little Velcro that hooks onto right there. But we're just going to go ahead and push some air out so you can see and hear what it sounds like. I've inflated the sleeping mat quite a bit, but it still has quite a bit of give to it as well. So the neat thing about this valve is that you don't have to use your mouth, you don't have to use your air pump to use it. You can use this the air bag that's provided, and this valve is going to let air in but not out. So you can go ahead and open it, take a little break, do what you want to do, and then come back and inflate it some more. Once you have that sleeping pad inflated to your liking, there isn't a certain PSI necessarily to get it to. Ours is a little squishy to the touch, but there's going to be 2 of us laying on it, so I honestly wanted it not super firm. The airbag was a little bit challenging to get started, and then once I got the hang of it, it was pretty simple. It only took just a few minutes to go ahead and fill it up. But it is nice that you don't have to utilize, you know, blowing up a mattress literally with your mouth, or having an air pump. So you have another way of inflating things without that. I did bring my air pump with me and utilize that for filling up the supports. But I did actually use that air bag. I wanted to go ahead and test it out for when we are camping and may not have a power supply. First night on here went really well. Actually, it got so hot in here that it was nice to kind of just be able to shut away the blankets and just be able to relax and be comfortable without having all of that extra fabric around you. So we do have some others that camped with us use those traditional air mattresses. So you have that spongy, bouncy feel, like with an inflatable. However, with this one, you don't have that. You have more of a firm feel. We did let it have just a little bit of give to it when you're inflating it, because there's 2 adults that slept on this. So we didn't want it to be stiff as a board. But you can go ahead and adjust that to your liking as well, just based on how much air you put in to the air mattress. Just for a point of reference, let me go ahead and get on here. So for a point of reference, you can see that this is plenty big enough for 2 people. So it is going to be your standard double queen size mattress. So 2 full grown adults can fit on here, no problem. So my feet didn't hang off or anything. Comfortable sleep. Again, with 2 people on here, this is more comfortable than your standard air mattress. So any of those inflatables that you can buy at your average store, I am happy that we went with this. It was easy to set up, takes up just a teeny bit of room, but overall, incredibly satisfied for our first night's sleep. After our first night of sleep, it didn't really lose any air. So with your traditional air mattresses, they're going to stretch out and lose a little air. This one might have a little bit. I didn't notice it though. I wasn't sinking down in there or waking up with a sore back. I woke up feeling pretty well.
Be honest with you, this kind of feels like at home. You know, it's got like the same like firmness and quality. You know, really woke up and the old back wasn't too stiff. You know, the hip wasn't freaking out. So, yeah, all right.
Information on the KingCamp Flexi Rest 5. Make sure to check that link down in the description for all the details, specifications, price, and of course to pick yourself up one. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Until we see you again, keep your nose clean. Bye!